What if the unbelievable medical inventions we celebrate today turn out to be the genesis of our doom? Think for a second about the endless possibilities that exist with AI. From AI predicting heart diseases to regrowing your teeth, our lives have become dependent on the incredible power of artificial intelligence. But what if the tables are turned and these inventions are used against us? This recent discovery has torn the internet into shreds. Researchers have now developed an AI tool capable of detecting eye diseases and predicting the risk of heart attacks and strokes from retinal imaging. No blood tests, no surgeries, just one single scan. Just so you know, the retina is a light-sensitive layer of tissue at the back of your eye that acts like a window to your entire nervous system. It's made of tiny blood vessels and helps your brain, heart, and kidneys to function properly. This AI model is the first of its kind ever created, and a big step towards reinventing eye examination in the 21st century using AI. But there's a possibility no one knows about, not even the researchers. Since your eyes are also windows into your soul, what if this AI gets manipulated to corrupt your soul? All in the name of an eye scan? I mean, a tool meant to scan for blindness, but further blinds you to the touch of reality. Anyways, at least with this tool, you get to know how severely your heart was broken when your girlfriend left you. Imagine for a second the thought of walking around with a damaged brain after a traumatic brain injury or a nervous system distortion. But a fascinating discovery has been made that will forever change the trajectory of the medical world for life. Your brain can rewire itself, a process called neuroplasticity. Yes, I know, it sounds awkward and creepy, even to me too, but neuroscience has given us a ground to believe it. Your brain is made of tiny neural networks that can change through growth and reorganization. So the brain literally changes its design to function in some way that differs from how it previously functioned. But here's the part no one wants you to know. If neuroplasticity is possible, what if our brains could rewire brains intentionally? I mean a scenario where AI tools are created to condition your mind to think a certain way without you being in control of your own mind. Imagine a world where the government could reprogram people to obey whatever they command, making us a bunch of yes men. Sounds like zombies straight out of a sci-fi horror movie. Well, I guess this discovery means you could literally change your mind, just hopefully not by force. Imagine if you could have a secret potion that instantly heals your bone whenever you suffer a fracture. Sounds unbelievable. Well, scientists have made yet another remarkable discovery: hydrogels. This substance has proven to be so potent that, when loaded with certain bone-forming cells, can heal bone defects by triggering the bone regenerating process. To test its efficacy, it was first tested in female adult sheep, and the gels fully loaded with cells flooded in high amounts of calcium into the affected area. And after 3 weeks, new bone tissues were created. I bet you this is only a sneak peek into the incredible world of modern science. But for a substance with such dark power, what do you think will happen when it gets into the wrong hands? Hospitals and companies using it to enforce a demonic agenda, where you'll only get access to the gel when you are confirmed as a member of their secret society. We will all find ourselves stuck at the mercy of these villains. Well, who cares? So long as I'll be healed enough to walk down to my favorite restaurant and tear down a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's okay by me. When you were younger, losing your incisors wasn't so much a big deal, because they'll certainly grow back in a couple of months. But now, losing your teeth after falling down the stairs is probably the scariest part of adulthood. Well, say no more, because scientists are cooking up something that will change our realities forever. Imagine having a drug that can regrow your lost teeth without effort. Who needs dentures and artificial sets of teeth when you could have a brand new set of pearly white teeth? A Japanese startup named Torgram Biopharma. The startup aimed to help people who are missing some or all of their teeth from birth. due to a condition known as congenital anodontia, as well as those who have lost their teeth later in life. One pill can give you a whole new smile. Amazing as it sounds, imagine how far just one pill can go to you. What if these guys only want to use you as an experimental specimen for playing God? What's even the guarantee that each tooth won't grow out of proportion, leaving you with a mouthful of overgrown teeth? And it could get even worse. But never mind. The most interesting truth is the tooth fairy will lose her job, and we won't have to bother feeding her with more teeth anymore. Some people are born with a disability that makes them unable to identify colors, often red and green, so they appear as shades of gray in their eyes. This is an optical condition called color blindness. For the most part, the dysfunction happens when one of the three types of visual pigments ceases to work normally. A more understandable term for this condition is color deficiency. In a worst-case scenario, it could lead to achromatopsia. Now here comes science to the rescue. These guys are pushing hard to provide a reliable cure for this deficiency through gene therapy. Although it's still an experiment of the human retina, the idea here is to grant typical trichromatic color vision to individuals with congenital color blindness by introducing typical alleles for opsin genes. I'll break that down. This gene therapy will provide the missing puzzle piece that corrects the sight of patients. A breakthrough in gene therapy has already cured colorblindness in monkeys. And guess who's next? Humans. Now pause for a second and visualize what this technology can do to humans. For a therapy that tries to correct the genes of humans, what if these guys create a whole new test tube gene and inject it into the eyes of innocent patients who only want to recognize colors for the first time in their little lives? Fingers crossed. You never know what's coming. But for me, I just can't wait for the day someone sees the full rainbow for the first time and goes, "Oh, so that's what purple looks like." There is more behind the scenes than meets the eye. These technologies might seem like a salvation story to humans, but giving them a deeper thought only opens you up to the catastrophe lurking in the dark. You can't imagine what will become of us if these life-changing solutions get into the hands of people who are hell-bent on controlling the world. We might all turn to zombies with no choice but to do as they please. We might as well lose the control of our brains to these guys. Think about how neuroplasticity can rewrite your brain to think a certain way. Now imagine they could exploit this discovery in the future and hack into your brain, regrow a new version of you, or decide who gets a healthy heart based on your social standing. But hey, even with these potential disasters, we can't cancel the fact that life will be a lot easier if these discoveries can reach their full potential. People with traumatic injuries, color blindness, or even heart diseases could get a second chance at life. Even the most impossible cases will have solutions at their beck and call. And we might just have a happily ever after story. Science is better than just chemical reactions and laws of gravity. Science itself is God extending a part of Himself for humans to enjoy. It has the power to heal if only we can use it responsibly. We are edging closer and closer to a revolutionized world, not just about drones and pretty spaceships, but about saving humanity from chaos. If this is the agenda, then we sure need to harness these discoveries to benefit everyone, not just a select few. So what are your thoughts? Is this the dawn of a new age since the existence of the universe, or the beginning of a dark era?